Hi students, welcome to Easy Elimu Learning Simplified. My name is Mbithe. In today's class, we are going to learn about diaries, keeping a diary, writing entries in a diary, and we are also going to have a look at the difference between a diary and a journal. You will learn about journals in Form 2, but we are only going to mention the major difference between these two because they are quite similar. So before we look at how a diary looks like, it is important to note that a diary is a private document. It belongs to you. And in this document, you record events, activities, important appointments, important dates that you don't want to forget. For example, you can record birthdays for people in your life. You can record maybe meetings that you will have or assignments. Maybe you've been given an assignment and you've been given maybe 3 weeks to do it and hand it in. It is easy for you to forget. So you input in your diary the day you've been given that assignment, or you go to the date of when it is due and make an entry, maybe English assignment due or something like that. So in a diary, we record future events, something that is going to happen in the future. But for a journal, we record events that have already happened. You're going to learn about journals in Form 2. So for now, we are only going to focus on diaries. So diaries are important to help you remember important activities or important dates that you would have otherwise forgotten if you hadn't recorded them down. A diary comprises of several features or several constituents. These are things that when you see, for sure you'll know that this is a diary. Number one, if you have ever come across a diary, on the cover, it's usually written the year. So for example, we are in 2024. You may come across a diary. At the top on the cover, it's written 2024. Then when you open inside, you see that there's a calendar for that whole year. Some even have a calendar for the previous year and for the next year. And then when you start flipping the pages, you see that each page, on top of each page, there is the date. For example, 1st June, and then the year 2003. Let's say if it was on a Sunday, 1st June. And then the space, a small space for you to put in your entries for the day. So it is important to note that diaries require you to write just the important thing. So you don't have to write complete sentences. It can just be a short and precise sentence that reminds you of whatever it is. So for example, if on the 1st of June is your brother's birthday, you can just write brother's birthday. Instead of writing, it will be my brother's birthday. Just write brother's birthday because the spaces are limited. So just input the important thing. Another thing you'll find in a diary is sometimes, whether at the front, maybe the first page or the last page of the diary, there are spaces for you to input your personal details. Personal details such as your name, your address, your email, your phone number. They can also include even your blood group. Some even have a space for you to write details of a loved one. So you can write their phone number, their email, their address, and so on. So these are some of the features that are important when you're looking at a diary. So we are going to look at a sample diary. As you can see, this diary is for June 2003, the first, the second, and the third day. And you can see the diary has the month, the year, and the month, and then the date and the space for you to write, to put in your entries. So remember, we said in a diary we record events for the future, what you plan to do in the future. The future could be tomorrow, it could be next week, it could be next year, it doesn't matter. So in this sample, this particular person did not have anything assigned for 1st June 2003 at 8 a.m. They also did not have anything assigned for 10 a.m. So those two are blank. But 2 p.m. it's written, visit sister. 4 p.m. take a nap. 6 p.m. make dinner. So that's for the first day, which is Sunday. For Monday, 8 a.m. English class, 10 a.m. library, 2 p.m. math exam, 4 p.m. games, and 6 p.m. do assignments. And lastly, 3rd June 2003, which was on a Tuesday, 8 a.m. blank and 10 a.m. also blank, which means that this person did not have anything to do at those particular hours, so they're blank, or rather they did not record anything that they needed to do at those particular hours. And then we have 2 p.m. physics exam, 4 p.m. Kiswahili exam, and 6 p.m. is also blank. Now, when you look at this diary, you will notice, or you will realize that you use short sentences, very short and to the point. So for example, when you look at 1st June 2003, at 2 p.m. it says, visit sister. It is very short, precise, and to the point. Instead of saying, I will visit my sister, you just write, visit sister, take a nap, instead of, I will take a nap. So that is the essence of diaries. You just put in or input just the important detail. If you want to visit someone, you write, visit someone. Or maybe if it is your brother's birthday, you write, brother's birthday. So they're very short, precise, and to the point. So that's it for this class. I hope you're able to write down a diary entry. You have understood the difference between a diary and a journal, and you are now able to identify or note the constituents of a diary. So for further practice, there's a quiz. Imagine that you have closed for the April holiday. Design a diary following the sample above. Make entries for the next week, that is Monday to Friday. So as you do this assignment, remember to first of all, go back to the sample and have a look at it again and go through it. And in your diary entry, remember to include the year, the month, and the date, and also the time. Also remember to make sure that your entries, your diary entries, are short. So not full long sentences, but short, that just highlight the important thing. So if it is doing assignments, you just write doing English assignment or Kiswahili assignment or something like that. This quiz will help you with more practice, and I will see you in the next class. Remember, we have said that we're going to learn about journals in Form 2. So for now, just focus on the diary.